Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. Happy Freaky Friday to all you freaks out there. I hope your day and your week are going very well so far. Got a new day, which of course means a new NBA player prop video to share with you guys. But first, as always, people, please make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, and it really does mean a ton to us. With a new day comes some new opportunities to go ahead and make some money. And today is Freaky Friday, guys, which of course means we have our Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay. If you guys are new here, welcome. Every Friday we do a Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay. We do a 5-leg parlay of plus 500 odds or higher. So the goal is we're big game hunting. At least plus 500 odds is the minimum we do for these parlays. We got a spicy one today, guys. I'm feeling really confident, and the reason why is because we had a really good night last night. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, we absolutely crushed last night's slate. A 4-0 performance plus 3.56 units. We are now 68 and 61 on the season. Now, of course, we are still technically negative on units because we took some gambles earlier in the year with some of our player props that cost us. But overall, we're having a pretty solid season. We are 7 games over 500, which is really solid. But last night, guys, we crushed it. And it feels, when you have a game where you just, you had it and you felt good and you felt confident and you just called it, you called your shot. It was perfect, guys. The only one that was a sweat was the Rozier one, which he just barely cashed by one. The rest of these, Derek White cashed his line in points alone. Sabonis had 32 points and 20 rebounds. Wouldn't even worry about the assists. McCollum had 36 points. So really solid performance overall, guys. And we have that positive momentum coming into, obviously, our very important Freaky Friday 5-leg parlay. As we always do, guys, make sure to go ahead and comment Freaky down below in the comments. And if this parlay hits, one lucky comment will be selected in a free $25 Amazon gift card. That's simple as that, guys. All you have to do is comment Freaky down below. And if the parlay hits, one lucky comment will be selected in a free $25 Amazon gift card. Guys, we got some really good picks to share with you guys. Let's not waste any more time. Let's dive right into today's video. Now, I'm going to be right up front and honest with you guys. We switch into the outlier screen that I am running a little late for work today. We obviously, if you guys don't know, I own a pizza shop. Running a little late for the pizza shop. We did the NFL Oracle video this morning, which ran a little longer than I expected it to. We also had some technical difficulties, which delayed that video. So we are going to run a little quick here. I'm going to kind of skim through this as fast as I can. I apologize. I know it's not going to be as in-depth as I normally do, but I just can't be late for work. So we are running it. We're running it pretty quickly. I hope you guys can understand. We're still going to give you guys the props. Obviously, I'll post it on the website as well, so you guys can follow along with the picks. But here is the data. We're going to fly through it really fast. So Pascal Siakam, our first leg of our 5-leg parlay in the Pacers-Sixers game, 7 p.m. tip-off. We have Siakam here over 19.5 points plus assists. I'm using DraftKings for this parlay. You guys can obviously find some of these lines on different sports books and do that as you wish. But for the purpose of my parlay here that I'm sharing with you guys, I'm using DraftKings. Siakam has cashed the over of 19.5 points plus assists in 7 of his last 10 games. Overall this year, a 76% hit rate, 19 out of 25 games. He's cashed the over, averaging 23.28 points plus assists per game this season. And the head-to-head data is solid as well. 3 consecutive meetings versus the Sixers. He's cashed the over 3 out of his last 5 overall. And a 60% hit rate, averaging 25.2 points plus assists per game. He has played them once already this year. Back on October 27th, he had 17 points and 6 assists in that game. And overall, the Sixers versus power forwards, good defensive matchup. 23rd in points allowed, 17th in assists allowed. He's already done it once this year versus them. Really solid defensive matchup overall. Again, 76% hit rate overall this season. Looks like a pretty solid spot for minus 180 odds, too. Pretty solid value. All right, guys, our second leg of our 5-leg parlay, we're going Ja Morant over 6.5 assists. This is obviously a heavy alternate line, minus 260 on DraftKings, but for good reason. He's cashed in 8 of his last 10 games overall. 79% hit rate on the season, 11 out of 14 games he's cashed the over, averaging 8.5 assists per game. So really good numbers there for Ja Morant. And the head-to-head data, each of his previous 2 meetings with the Brooklyn Nets, both taking place this season, October 30th this year and November 4th of this year. He's cashed the over both times, averaging 10 assists per game in those matchups against the Brooklyn Nets. So pretty good numbers there, and it makes sense. Brooklyn overall, 20th in the NBA, bottom 10 in the league in assists allowed versus point guards. They're also 20th, giving up 8.7 assists per game. All we need is 7 for him to go ahead and cash this over. The 2 times he played, he had 16.5 potential assists average per game, 17 potential assists on November 4th, 16 potential assists on October 30th. So overall, pretty good spots there for Ja Morant. Again, guys, I apologize. I know I'm really flying through here, but again, I just want to make sure I get the video out to you guys in time and get you guys the data, and I can still make it to work on time as a responsible boss Probably should. So our third leg of our parlay here, Rockets Thunder, 8:30 p.m. tip-off. We're going Isaiah Hartenstein of the Thunder over 9.5 rebounds, minus 220 odds on FanDuel, minus 285 although on DraftKings, which is where we're using it for here. He's cashed the over in 8 of his last 10 games, an 80% hit rate, averaging 12.3 rebounds per game. So far in 2024, he's only played 9 games. So 8 out of 9 games with the Thunder, he's cashed the over, an 89% hit rate, averaging 12.78 rebounds per game. Obviously, with no Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein's getting a healthy amount of minutes at the center spot for OKC. He's averaging 20.8 rebound chances per game, averaging just shy of 30 minutes per game. With the Thunder, the head-to-head data, he's cashed in each of his last 2 meetings with the Houston Rockets, including once this year already. So once as a member of the Thunder, he's cashed the over just a couple weeks ago on December 1st. He had 13 rebounds in that game against the Rockets, and he had, let's go ahead and tell you the rebound chances, 21 rebound chances in that game. So pretty good head-to-head data. The Rockets overall are not a bad rebounding team versus centers, too. They're actually top 10, but he did cash it once already with flying colors and actually had a potential for more rebounds in that game, 21 rebound chances. Pretty high number. So I like the over here. 9.5 rebounds for Hartenstein. Next up, our fourth leg of our 5-leg parlay. We got Clippers Nuggets. We got Michael Porter Jr. over 24.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. It's minus 200 odds on DraftKings here. He's cashed it in 9 of his last 10 games. It's a 90% hit rate, averaging 31 points plus rebounds plus assists per game. So far in 2024, a 77% hit rate on this over. 17 out of 22 games, he's cashed the over, averaging 28.91 points plus rebounds plus assists per game over the last 22 games of this season. Now, the head-to-head data is not fantastic. You see he's played them 2 times this year. The first time he didn't cash. The last time they played on December 1st, he did cash the over with 26 points plus rebounds plus assists. Just 2 of his last 6 games versus the Clippers has he actually cashed the over. However, I like the matchup. Although the head-to-head data may not be fantastic, the Clippers this year, their one big weakness is versus small forwards. They are 25th in points allowed, 28th in rebounds allowed, and 10th in assists allowed. So yeah, the head-to-head data might not be great, but overall, I do like the matchup for Porter Jr. He's cashing at a very high rate this year, 77% hit rate on the season. In our 5th and final leg of today's parlay, guys, we have Suns Jazz, 9:30 p.m. Tip-off. We got Bradley Beal of the Phoenix Suns over 19.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. He's cashed it in 9 of his last 10 games, a 90% hit rate, averaging 25.3 points plus rebounds plus assists per game. He actually cashed it in 9 consecutive games, so really good numbers here for Bradley Beal. So far this year, 93% hit rate, 14 out of 15 games he's cashed the over, averaging 25.27 points plus rebounds plus assists per game. The head-to-head data also pretty solid. Each of his last 2 meetings with the Utah Jazz, including the one time they played this year on November 12th, he had 31 points plus rebounds plus assists, averaging 35 against them in the last 2 games. And it makes sense because versus shooting guards this year, Utah has been abysmal. 29th in points allowed, 23rd in rebounds allowed, and 23rd in assists allowed. So there you have it, guys. Our 5-leg Freaky Friday parlay. Just a quick little recap here. We have John Morant over 6.5 assists, Isaiah Hartenstein over 9.5 rebounds, Pascal Siakam over 19.5 points plus assists, and Michael Porter Jr. Over 24.5 points plus rebounds plus assists, and Bradley Beal over 19.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. You parlay the whole 5 together on DraftKings, you get a parlay of plus 522 odds. All right, guys, and that does it for today's video. One more time, guys, from the bottom of my heart, I apologize for the rushed nature of the video, for me talking fast and kind of flying through everything. Again, I didn't want to have to not make a video today. I want to make sure I got the video out to you guys on time and ready to go. So apologies. I know it's not ideal, but at least the video is out. You guys have the picks. And I made those picks early, so I didn't rush the research process. The research process was as long as it normally takes. I didn't rush through the picks. I just rushed through presenting the picks. So, guys, thank you very much, always, for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and drop a comment down below. I got to go run to work and make some pies. Until tomorrow, guys, I hope you're all winners. Enjoy your Freaky Friday. Let's go ahead and cash ourselves a parlay.